Welcome to a Volvo video, my 2003 XC90, and in this video I'm going to be diagnosing a problem with the CD player. So I'll show you what the problem is with the CD player, and it happened since I got it back from Volvo Specialist. I think they had to disconnect the battery when they did the turbo. It's not their fault, and it's for me to deal with. So I'll just show you what the problem is. I just turn the ignition on and I just change it from radio to CD player. And there's a problem, deck error 1. It's not recognising any discs. I know there's 4 discs in it, it's a 6-disc multi-changer. So there's an easy way of fixing the problem, or there's a hard way. And hard way means taking this out. So we'll try the easy way first, and if it fixes, it's going to be a very short video. And the easy way is disconnecting the battery. I mean, I think you can pull fuses, but I think there's two fuses with the audio system. There's one in the fuse box there, or there's another fuse for the CEM, which is up there, and I don't fancy poking around with the CEM, so I'll just try to disconnect the battery. And I think all I'll lose is just the time on the clock. It's not going to affect anything. I don't lose my presets on the radio, so that's one thing I don't have to worry about. So I'll need to go to the back, open the boot, and then disconnect the battery. So I'm in the boot, and to get to the battery I need to remove this bit of the shelf. You just pull these back, lift that up, swing it back, and there's the battery. I think it's like 10 and 13s. There's 13s to undo this cover, so let's see if I got this right. Just a bit hard doing this one-handed. So yep, so a couple of 13s there. Could have used my small impact, but I thought I won't bother because not everybody has power tools. So just undo this one. Now I did have a comment from one of my regular viewers saying I should show every turn of every bolt and saying I'm going to do this and that, and then do it all off camera. So you know who you are. I'm not going to mention your name. Oh, this one's a bit stuck. So I'll just put the camera down while I undo this one, because I can't do everything with one hand. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. Right, so there. I just needed to crack that off. And it says my impact driver would have made short work of that, but not everybody is so equipped. So that's the second bolt out. Now the third bolt. Let's move the light. It's a bit further. I think I can still get in with this extension. Again, it's a 13. I knew I'd need a 13. And once again, it's 3 mils. I should have got a longer extension there. Just crack it off. And that's right. Just drop my extension into depth at boot. There we go. I managed to retrieve that. And just do that by hand. Get that last nut off and move the camera again. And so this should just lift out. There we go, like so. Gives a bit more access to this battery box. I think it should just lift out. Yep, just lifts out. That's a bit mucky. I'll just put that there. Put that to one side, and I've got access to the battery. And now I switch to me 10mm. I think it's 10, or is it? Yep, 10mm. I think I should be able to get in with me 3/8. So Right, just disconnect the negative terminal, that way you don't short anything. So I'll disconnect it and I'll leave it for a while. Oops, just got all sorts of stuff in the boot. So what I'll do is I'll put it all back together. I'll just reconnect the battery before I test it, see if my little quick fix works. Battery's reconnected, so I'll go back to the car, see if that my little fixes work. I've just wiped that clean with some tissue. I've plenty of napkins. So right, this is a moment of truth. Let's see if this has worked. Yeah. So let's see if this has worked or not. If it hasn't, I'll be loading disk one. It's not making. Yep, still got a deck error. So the quick fix clearly didn't work, and I'm going to pull all this out and see what I can do. Deck error. So I'm suspecting there's a problem with the CD player. So yeah, I can do one or two things, either live with it or sort it out. So I'm not sure which way this is going to go, so you'll know if I finish the video now or I decide to carry on with it. Right, I've just done another quick disconnect and reconnect, and you didn't see it, but I could hear some movement when it tried to swap discs over. See, you just heard something happen there. Just try ejecting a disc. So look, try it in that position. It was in position 1. But something's changed. But something's happened here. So I'm making a bit of progress. I'll try another quick disconnect and connect, see what happens. So just done it again. See what happens. Same again. You can hear something going on inside the player. So switch it again. Disc 3. Try to change to disc 3. But for somehow it's not recognising the disc inside. I don't think all 6 positions are populated. But just try ejecting. Ejecting not working. And it's doing something different to what it was before, but I suspect there's an internal fault with the disc player. So that might be a job for somebody. I think what I'll do is I'll consult the Volvo forums. I go on to the which was it, Volvo forums, I think. I do go on Sweet Speed, but yep, it's still the same as it is before on the just get deck error. So I'll let you know what I decide to do. So it is the next day, and I did a bit of searching and looking on Volvo forums, and I've realised that even if I decide to do away with it, or well, fit an aftermarket stereo, you've still got to have the guts of the original head unit, you know, connected up, because of how it's all connected. You know, there's there's fibre optics and whatnot. It's pretty much integrated into the car, so you've still got to leave the original head unit connected. And if I'd have gone with an aftermarket one, the guts of your head unit all need to be working, so it needs to be repaired somehow, or at least I'd get the discs out of it, because obviously I think what's happening is discs are getting jammed. So maybe if I just pull all this out, I might be able to find what the problem is. It could be something simple, or it could be something serious. I've known like plastic gears to break as soon as you disconnect the battery, and that's not anybody's fault, but it's a me problem, and I've got to deal with it. So I'll just turn on the ignition. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can. The problem is it doesn't seem to be picking up the discs. No, still the same as yesterday. So what I'll do is I'll start pulling this apart. I mean, ideally you should disconnect the battery, but I'm not going to do it that way. That's the way I'm doing it. You know, I take the risks. It's all on me. So shouldn't do what I do. See, we've still got the deck error. So I'll just start tearing this apart. It's now time to start tearing into this dashboard and tear it out now. What I could do is I could take the head unit and the climate control panel out as one. But what I need to do is so look, I need to put this into put my transmission into drive. I can't really do that with the battery connected, so it's at my own risk. I just need to, first thing I need to do is prise this off. I need to prise the cover for the transmission lever. And then there's this bit here that can be separated. Okay, I don't know how well you're going to see this. Now under here there's tabs. I'm doing this in real time because it's all about keeping it real. There we go. Just release the tabs and we get that out of the way, and it frees off our torque screws. Right, I'm not sure which ones. I think it's these top ones. Just hope you can see what I'm doing here. Can't remember. So I've just undone the top ones. Yeah, that's freed that off. So I'm getting somewhere. I better turn. So I've activated the mirrors. Let's have a look. So I think those top two, they just free off the the climate control panel. So take down these next two screws. Again, they're all T25. That should liberate. I think that liberates a whole lot together. So let's see if that gets me any further. Just put this transmission back in the park for now, and then there's not. Well, I could tell you what. I'll just turn it off. If I turn that off, can't remember what's next, whether you pull the whole panel off. There's the entire head unit. There we go. Just prise it off. Trim tools make the job a lot easier. So yeah, the old lot should come out. There we go. Just a little bit of gentle persuasion. So that's basically this whole lot freed off. Now I should be able to just separate the head unit from the climate control, or maybe not. Let's have a look. I'll just disconnect everything again. Sorry if you can't see anything. It all fits one way. So I don't know how well you can see that. So all these plugs, they only fit one way. So it's just a matter of disconnecting everything. It all fits one way. There's only one way it can go in. So just disconnect everything in turn. One of these is just loading, maybe. Oh yeah, some more screws at the back of the head unit where I think I can just separate the head unit from the climate control panel. Because the disc player is the only thing I really need to get to. So there's two there at one side. And these screws are all the same. Like I said, a T25. Just turns around. Get to the other two screws. In fact, just to be safe, put it back in the park, then I can take my key out. One thing to be aware of, if you disconnect it when it's powered on, you're going to get an SRS airbag message, which is no problem for me because I can clear it with my scan tool. But that's just something to be aware of when if you dismantle these while the battery's still connected. So with that, there's tabs. There's also a couple of tabs either side. So that's the control panel out for the head unit, and then there's the climate control. Now the problem part is the actual disc player. So again, that's held in with a couple of T25 screws. Just get all this out. Let's have a look. Oh, there's still a connector on the back of this disc player. It's a 6-disc CD changer. Right, see if I can get this connector out for the disc player. Hopefully without trying not to do any damage to it. Let's have a look. This might be a bit easier said than done. Alright, yeah, there we go. That's the disc player liberated. Now hopefully, you know, actually you can order replacement ones, but if you get a new mechanism, you have to have it coded to the vehicle. But there is a workaround. You can actually swap the PCB over. So there's how I do it. I'll just stuff all this back in. Yeah, I'm getting error messages on the display, but yeah, that's to be expected. So let's have a look. Stuff all this, just sort of roughly stuff it back into place, so I can put the transmission into park. And with this out, it's time to take it apart a bit further. I'm going to need some Phillips screws. So let's see what's what with that. Right, I'm gonna tear this apart a bit further in here. I mean, I could do it on desk in house and find a suitable screwdriver. Probably that one. So that's a positive. So, start tearing into this and see if I can find a way of fixing this, or at least getting the discs out. If I can get the discs out, it might just right itself. I suspected it tried to eject 2 discs at once or something like that. And at this moment I have nothing to lose, really. I'm not going to be any worse off. So I think it's just a matter of prizing this out. I've definitely got the screws out. Just gently prise this out. I think I'm getting somewhere. You've definitely got, yep. Definitely got screws out, so that's the lid off. And then there should be a few screws that's holding this mechanism in. So there's one there, I'll take them out. And then there shouldn't be anything holding this mechanism in. There's a ribbon cable there. Again, I've got to be careful, don't want to damage a ribbon cable. Is there any more screws holding this? This mechanism in. Let's have a look. There's a couple of screws there, but that's the circuit board underneath. So yeah, I might have to undo those 2 screws. Let's have a look. No, don't like it. If I could just get these discs out. It might be worth trying to get put some power to this disc player. No, that's one of the fibre optic. No, that's one of the fibre optic connectors. These 2 green ones are for climate control. I think this is one of fibre optic connectors. Look at it. Try that. I'll need to try here connecting stuff. So you've got 2 fibre optic controls. You've got a green one, so that presumably, just see what happens. Now something's happening. I don't know what. Just pressing eject. No, it just doesn't seem to want to play. So turn that off and just disconnect that and see if I can get this mechanism out. Great if I could. Well, I think there's a couple of screws at the front here. I think they might have something to do with it as well. Oh. And be careful, you don't want to muller your screws, because you just end up in a worse position than before. That wouldn't be good. And there we go, that's going to liberate. Now, you've got to be careful, this ribbon cable. It's plugged in at the back, so if I just carefully undo it. Now, I don't know whether you can see this, but there's a little plastic thing. You need to push that forward. And there we go. That's a ribbon cable eliminated. Like I said, these mechanisms, which is basically the guts of the display, you can get a replacement one. But if you buy a brand new one, it's coded to the vehicle, and you'd need to swap this board out. And that's something I'm not going to be doing. But you know, to try dig a bit further into this, I think I'll have a go. Remember, that's I think that's top. Yeah, that's top, because I can see it label on one of my discs. So I'll just try taking this front. Is it front or rear? Probably rear. Yeah, because that's where discs come in. So no, I don't think taking this rear piece off is going to do any good. Really, I'd need to get this circuit board out, you know, to get access to the discs. Because I don't know if you can see there. You can see. Yeah, I can see where the discs are. There's, you know, the discs are stacked up. It's a clever idea, is this? But I'm just not sure where to go from here. but there must be some way of getting these discs out. So I'm just gonna stop the video here. Well, I thought I'll dismantle it a bit further. So there was a load of black screws which I unscrewed. So lift this up, lo and behold, it seems we've got the stuck disc. But I'll be able to pull these out. And these are discs that actually come with Volvo. And I forgot about this one. Oh dear, looks like something's happened here. The whole thing's come apart because I just found those. Let's keep them in the same orientation. So no wonder we had a deck error, because two of these must have come out. It's probably tried to eject all discs at the same time. So by the looks of it, there's no major damage. I think I could probably reassemble this and it'd probably start working again. I'm taking a risk. I think this is how this come apart. I think I might be able to repair this. That says all except one of my discs have come out. But I think these are like dividers that go between the individual discs. It's a clever design to get a 6-disc changer, into something that plays into like a single DIN slot. But if I can get these pieces back in, I think that's what they used to separate the discs. I don't think. Get this all back together and up and running now. I'm on to a winner. So I'll just stop the video. I'll need to be careful. Don't want to do any more damage to this mechanism. It's like I said, something's just come apart. Like I said, looks like it's trying to eject 2 discs at once, and that's what's caused the problem. So I'm going to carry on off camera, see if I can liberate that last disc. I managed to get them back in, and they're basically what divide the 6 discs. They're like dividers. So I'm just going to sort of reassemble it and see if we're working again. So I've bundled it all back up. I don't know if that fix will work. I don't think it's going to work. So I just have to replace the mechanism and then transfer that board over. I think that's going to be the only way to get this fully working again. So hope you enjoyed this video. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.